The USA is a really big place. Within the wide open spaces of the contiguous United States, as well as Alaska and the far-flung islands of Hawaii, there's just about every climate and ecosystem you can imagine. From temperate rainforests and pine-clad mountains to deserts and scrublands. Naturally, there are a lot of national parks dedicated to preserving the best that nature has to offer in the USA. Otherworldly sandstone monuments, multicolored hot springs, craggy coastlines, scorching deserts, it's all here. Have a look at the best national parks in America. Number 15, Big Bend. The aptly named Big Bend National Park in Texas is so called because it's set in a dramatic meander of the Rio Grande. On one side of the river is Texas, USA, and on the other side is Mexico. Almost the same size as Rhode Island, Big Bend is known for its diversity and has loads to discover on its many trails. The Chisos Basin is the most popular area of the park, featuring stunning mountain views. However, the Chihuahuan Desert is home to real-life roadrunners and coyotes, making it the perfect place to escape into nature. Number 14, Saguaro National Park. Saguaro is home to the classic Southwest American cactus. Its iconic shapes of the park's namesake stands tall in this deserted area in Arizona. The park is named for the large saguaro cactus native to its desert environment. Saguaro National Park is divided into two portions. In the western Tucson Mountain District, Signal Hill Trail leads to petroglyphs of the ancient Hohokam people. In the eastern Rincon Mountain District, Cactus Forest Drive is a loop road with striking views of the desert landscape. In the western portion, the Tucson Mountain District is spectacular and is well worth the visit. Number 13, Shenandoah. Shenandoah is a breathtaking national park that is full of an abundance of wildflowers in the summer. In the autumn, the trees burst into brilliant oranges and reds, offering some of the prime fall foliage. Situated 75 miles from Washington, D.C., there are lengthy hiking trails to discover in this national park. In fact, part of these trails make up around 100 miles of the Appalachian Trail. Hiking is certainly the order of the day here. The climb up to the peak of Old Rag Mountain, for example, is strenuous, but worth scrambling for the views. For those less interested in hiking, the Skyline Drive means stunning vistas from the comfort of your car. Number 12, Mesa Verde. Mesa Verde is the perfect spot for adventures among nature and to understand more about mysterious centuries-old cultures. This is the site where the ancient Puebloans once lived in their cliff dwellings. Where they went or why they left, nobody knows, but their houses were built in precarious places which can be seen to this day. Because of the important history, walking off-trail is forbidden, as is entering the ancient dwellings without a ranger. Take the Mesa Top Road Circuit that loops around 10 of the excavated pueblos, and you'll be able to discover more about these fascinating old dwellings. Real quick, if you're like me and always bouncing between countries, dealing with mail can be a pain. That's why I use traveling Mailbox. It lets me access my postal mail from literally anywhere, and it's been a game changer. I'll drop a link below if you want to check it out, and I'll tell you more about it in just a sec. Tired of rushing to the post office or missing important mail while traveling? Meet Traveling Mailbox, your virtual mailbox solution. Here's how it works. They scan your postal mail so you can view it online as PDFs, forward packages worldwide, and even deposit checks remotely. Plus, enjoy unlimited cloud storage, junk mail shredding, and integrations with Google Drive or Dropbox. Best part? You get shipping discounts, a mobile app, and 24/7 customer support, all for less than the cost of a P.O. box. Ditch the hassle and manage your mail from anywhere. Sign up now using my link below. That's Traveling Mailbox. Your mail simplified. Number 11. Death Valley. Death Valley National Park might sound like somewhere that's quite hot and hellish, but there's actually an abundance of nature to enjoy here. There are huge boulders seemingly lying around on a grand scale, canyons carved by gushing streams that slice through the land, sand dunes that actually sing, and soaring mountains to tackle. True to its title, it is nevertheless a scorching area, one of the hottest spots in the U.S. Dante's View offers a panoramic vista across the southern portion of Death Valley Basin from atop the Black Mountains. Number 10. Crater Lake. The only national park in Oregon, Crater Lake National Park is named after the eponymous lake was formed by a huge volcanic eruption around 7,700 years ago, and it's the deepest lake in the entire United States. The sparkling waters of this magnificent lake itself reflect the surrounding craggy mountain peaks in its mirror-like surface for a gorgeous effect and some inspiring photo opportunities. There are over 90 miles of trails that crisscross the park, but most of these can only be accessed in summer as snow covers trails for much of the year. Number 9. Acadia, New England's only national park. Dating back to 1916, Acadia sits on the coast and boasts some dramatic views of this region's storied shoreline. Acadia National Park is all about rewarding mountain hikes, strolls along the shore, beautiful bike rides, and drives that will induce oohs and ahs. There's a surprisingly varied landscape to discover in this national park. From its dense forests and languid lakes to boulder-strewn beaches dotted with lonely lighthouses. There are also sandy beaches and islands, such as the famous Mount Desert Island, to explore here. 8. Canyonlands. Canyonlands National Park is a truly otherworldly place. With a landscape more like something you would expect on Mars than Earth, the largest national park in Utah is all about its canyons. These snake around its ancient landscape, which is also punctuated by 1,000-foot-tall white cliffs above the Colorado and Green Rivers, as well as strange rock formations. The park itself is divided into 4 sections by both of those rivers, forming a Y shape in this rocky, alien stretch of land. Island in the Sky sits in the middle and is the busiest part of the park for good reason. The views are incredible. Number 7. Redwood. Home to the giant trees of the same name, Redwood National Park lies on the northwestern Pacific coast in California. Renowned for the world's tallest trees, Redwood's landscapes span from lush prairies and oak woodlands to pristine rivers and lush coastal scenery. The redwood trees are also some of the most ancient trees on the planet, with branches covered in moss and ferns. There are plenty of trails to enjoy walking through the vast forests, which make for good days out. To really soak up what the park has to offer, it boasts campgrounds and backcountry sites for overnight stays. Number 6. Grand Teton. Grand Teton in the Rocky Mountains is a wild wilderness of 12 peaks sculpted throughout the ages by glaciers. This includes, of course, the Grand Teton itself, which stands at an impressive 13,775 feet above sea level. The beautiful landscape here is just begging to be hiked. There are captivating canyons filled with fresh forests to explore, crystal alpine lakes to marvel at, and fragrant wildflowers that provide pops of color. This rugged land plays host to all manner of beasts, including elk, moose, and bears. Number 5. Mount Rainier. The 5th highest peak in the United States, Mount Rainier itself is an icon of a mountain that can be seen throughout much of Washington state. Just so you know, Rainier is actually an active volcano that last erupted as recently as 1854. Close to the urban areas of Puget Sound, Mount Rainier National Park and its 26 glaciers are a hiker's paradise. With fabulous hiking trails lacing the foothills and carpets of flowers blooming in spring and summer. Many people attempt to climb to the snowy peak of Rainier, but it's tough going. Only half the adventurers who try go the whole way. Number 4. Sequoia. This national park is named after another species of the Sequoia family, the Sequoia dendron giganteum, colloquially known as the giant redwood. Drive-through trees and huge ancient examples of the redwoods here characterize the park. In fact, it's here that you will find General Sherman, a giant redwood that's claimed to be the largest living tree on Earth. There are also deep 10,000-year-old caves that hide super-sized stalactites. For a breathtaking vista of the Sierra Mountains, head to Eagle View. Number 3. Arches. Another of Utah's national parks which is made up of Martian badlands. The sandstone landscape here is out of this world. They're a sublime selection of rock arches, striped pink and red buttes, as well as other strange and intricate rock formations. Landscape Arch is one of the largest natural arches in the world, measuring 306 feet across. This is an easy-access national park with a selection of short hikes to embark on. But possibly more popular are rock climbing and canyoning. The fiery furnace, a famous formation, blazes orange and red as the sun sets each day. Number 2. Glacier National Park boasts an outstanding natural world that has been, as you might expect from the name, carved and sculpted over thousands of years by glaciers. It's a land of dramatic rocky outcrops, snow-topped peaks, raging waterfalls, and beautifully reflective lakes. There are an impressive number of hiking trails here that wind like arteries of adventure around the jaw-dropping landscape. This is also the place where grizzly bears roam in abundance in the dense mountain forests. Popular scenic drive going to the Sun Road is an excellent way to see the beauty of the national park without stepping foot out of your car. Number 1. Rocky Mountain. One of the most spectacular slices of nature in Colorado. The Rocky Mountain National Park is awash with imposing granite mountains, aqua-colored alpine lakes, and meadows that burst into life come summer. It's the perfect place for adventures amidst nature, with a selection of trails where you can find peace, quiet, and serenity. The wilderness of the national park makes an ideal host for many wild animals too, like black bear, elk, and moose. Bear Lake is one of 10 lakes in the park, is a famous scenic spot for visitors, where you can soak up views of the glacial valleys and mountaintops. You can also hike the Keyhole Route, a climb crossing vertical rock faces, which leads up to Long's Peak, the park's tallest mountain. So there you have it, the best national parks in America. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to check out Traveling Mailbox, a fantastic service to help you manage your mail while you're traveling. Use the link below to sign up. Subscribe now to bring you the best videos that you'll love. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. And thanks for your support. Stay tuned for more awesome and exciting content. And don't forget to leave a comment and like this video to support us.